Most people have had to deal with the death of their loved ones at some point in their lives, and this can be very difficult. In these difficult times, even the smallest message or sign could really help to make peace with this painful ordeal. The question of life after death is undoubtedly one of those subjects, which divide between those who deny it completely and others who conceive it differently from what we are used to hearing. However, there are beliefs and theories that the disappearance of loved ones does not necessarily mean that they have left us. On the contrary, they could even try to communicate with us using certain methods. There are times when things come up in completely unexplained ways, such as saving us from entanglement or danger that we were little aware of. In times of difficulty, sadness, or doubt, we sometimes receive signals of unknown origin. But know that you can definitely find out more about these spiritual messages that you are receiving, as long as you decide to open your mind to this type of connectivity. If you are one of those who believe in these benevolent presences, and are looking to identify them better, here are 10 signs you should pay attention to. 10 signs a deceased loved one is trying to contact you. 1. You smell a familiar scent. If all of a sudden you start to smell an easily recognizable scent, it is likely due to the presence of the spirit of a loved one who has passed away. The spirits would be able to use perfumes and smells that catch our attention or make us think of them. It could be the smell of their favorite food, a perfume they were using, or the scent of their favorite flowers. 2. You have special dreams. During sleep, subconscious minds are open to the afterlife and tend to communicate through dreams. These dreams can be so realistic that you may feel like the deceased is trying to communicate with you. Dreams in which you see or talk to deceased loved ones are very likely actually to be lucid visions. They can be contact attempts from a loved one who absolutely wants to tell you something important, whether it is about themselves, you, or something that is supposed to happen in the future. If you often dream of a loved one who has passed away, try to understand the message he is sending you. 3. You see lights twinkling. It is generally accepted that spirits affect everything to do with electricity or electronic devices. The radio or TV may also turn off and on again or suddenly change frequencies. If you ever witness such incidents, it is likely that you are in the presence of the spirit of a loved one. 4. You feel a presence. This is often manifested by a drop in temperature or a slight cooling of the room. It could mean that a loved one is trying to get in touch with you. The experience can be overwhelming, even frightening, but it shouldn't be. Just accept it. 5. You witness the appearance of random objects. If you happen to see objects appear inexplicably in unlikely places, this is probably not due to chance. It could be feathers, coins, or even personal objects. Spirits tend to become attached to certain objects, especially if they were related to them during their lifetime. 6. You just have the feeling that the person is with you. Keep in mind that you don't have to have such glaring signs in order for you to be confident that a loved one is coming to visit you, no matter the reason. As is the case during their lifetime, their proximity warms your heart and envelops you in benevolence, security, but also love. You can even have ideas that sometimes come to you out of nowhere as if they were inspired from elsewhere. 7. Missing objects. Sometimes you might feel like your items are disappearing or scattered about to find them, in the end, in another corner of the house. It could be the spirit of the deceased person moving these objects. Sometimes, it can even happen that the favorite items of deceased loved ones disappear, like their jewelry or any other item they used during their lifetime. 8. You meet the right people at the right time. Sometimes you hook up when you least expect it. For example, if you are going through a difficult time in your life or experiencing depression, the spirit of your deceased loved one tries to comfort you by sending someone on your path. This unexpected encounter will be like a ray of sunshine that will illuminate your existence. 9. Signs during burial and funeral. According to some beliefs, deceased people attend their own funerals after death, and comfort their family and friends through signs that they try to convey to them from where they are. It can be the feeling of a touch on the shoulder, a caress on the cheek, a breath in the hair. 10. Strange behavior from your pet. Animals tend to sense anything supernatural. If you see your dog wagging his tail for no reason, it may be a sign that the spirit of the deceased loved one has come into contact with it while petting it. Also, when your cat suddenly meows or purrs, it is because it too has had the right to contact with the afterlife. These were 10 signs that a deceased loved one is near you and is trying to send you a message. Have you experienced any of them? We would love to hear your story in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video. If you enjoyed it and found it useful, please consider sharing it with your friends and family. Subscribe and hit the bell button so you get notified when the next video is out. We tried to cover everything that we thought is important about this topic, but if you think we missed something or you have a question or anything else, please leave a comment below. We will try to answer as soon as we can and to the best of our knowledge.